Father catches felony after son comes home wearing makeup. All right. This is a suggestion via Discord. Let's go and jump into this video immediately. All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
I would have hit that dude, man. I would have broken his off. I would have broken his off, man.
On February 7th, 2022, a student alerted deputies to a domestic incident involving his father. The investigation revealed that on February 4th, the father confronted his son about wearing makeup, leading to a physical altercation. The child reported being slapped, restrained, and pushed to the ground, leaving him with visible injuries. The mother later picked the child up from school and was questioned about the incident.
Okay.
My senior
All right, how old is the kid?
and junior got into it.
They didn't get into it. He know why.
Yeah, and I told them why.
Yeah, he told us why. He told us why.
Look, my junior know he don't got no business doing what he's trying to do. And we not gonna have that. When he get out of my house, when he get 18, and he wanna move out, he can make his own decisions. Cause I got an 8-year-old, that's not happening.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
can you elaborate for us? Because is it like what was it over?
You didn't tell him?
I told them.
He said you were there. That's why we're wanting
Yeah,
to talk to you.
verify.
He came home 2 days straight with makeup on.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And we're not having that.
Yes, ma'am.
And we had already talked to him the first time. When he came on the first day with it on.
Yes, ma'am.
And really I was supposed to come in and let the fire office know, but I don't know if they could do that. I don't want him hanging around the girls.
Yes, ma'am.
But I didn't come in because I didn't know, this is high school. I don't know how
High
far they
school,
go with
okay.
students. If they'll acknowledge that for me, keeping him from around the girls.
That's something that.
Yeah, that's totally with them. We don't. Yeah, that's not.
That's what I told his dad. That they probably won't. That's the reason I didn't even come in. That first day he came home with it, it was that Wednesday. I was supposed to come in that Thursday. I did it. He did it again Friday after me and his dad told him, don't, you're a boy,
Okay.
don't do that.
Right.
You had no business doing that. You were what you came in the world into as a boy, not no girl.
So what happened between senior and junior?
Okay, guys, I'm just trying to get a good grasp of what's happening here. This is a touchy one, isn't it, guys? So let's go ahead and approach this with some type of tact here. All right, so I can imagine, specifically in like a Black American household, this is generally not going to be something that's accepted. Like, it's just not going to be. I mean, you can go back to the ancestors specifically of Black Americans, West Africans, Togo, Benin, and ask them how they feel about the same exact scenario, and you'll get the same exact answer as they're doing here, right? A lot of this, happening within the Black community is almost exclusively due to like a Western type of thing, guys, right? But I understand what they're saying, but bro, this is your kid, guys. Right, like listen, it's your kid. At the end of the day, it's your kid. But I understand this is also these are your house, your rules type of thing. Obviously, the kid's gonna have to, obviously respect, whatever's going on within the household, guys. Right, they're gonna have to kind of understand this that like that's a thing. Just please know, by the time you're 18, they're not keeping you there. Right, like I mean, it's not an amazing situation for specifically the kid that's going to be dealing with this, right? But you chose this existence, right? And due to the choosing of this existence, let's say, due to the society that you were being brought up in, let's say, this is the repercussions from your family. And it is crazy because, like, guys, like I've a friend who's gay, and I think his scenario was pretty similar to this exact scenario. And I think you have to kind of look at it occasionally as like, hey, listen, bro, my family is not going to deal with this. They're just not going to, right? I mean, it's unfortunate. Like I can only imagine like if it was either of my two sons, right? I don't think that that's really an option for them personally. But if it was, we'd have to figure things out, guys, right? We just would have to figure things out. 'Cause I think every single man wants his son to grow up to be a man. You get what I mean? I mean, not saying that that this person is not a man, but I mean, men generally don't wear makeup, right? So, unless they're on TV and things, right? So, again, I'm just trying to approach this with some tact. I'm not like fully versed, let's say, because like the friend that I do have that is gay, he's not. I wouldn't say he's like the common typical stereotypical, um, like the gay guy you hear on TV with the accent. You get what I mean here? Not he's not one of those guys, right? He's just like a regular. I can't explain it. He's like a regular like man's man. He just so happens to have a husband, right? Like I mean, I can't explain it, right? I mean, and no issues. Again, guys, right? But this definitely does sound like his exact scenario. Um, but I don't know. I can't tell you exactly how I would respond to this happening within my household. But I know absolutely I would never kick my kid out or get rid of my kid for something as trivial as that, though. But I understand, in fact, the disappointment. Right, I can see that, I can smell that coming specifically from the father. But let's continue, guys.
Though, did they get into it?
He was telling him, he pushed him and stuff and telling him he's not there.
What else happened?
I wasn't right there. I was not right there in the bathroom at first, and you know that. And then
So Dad and him got into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yelling, screaming.
Because of that.
Oh, because him wearing makeup.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's not doing that. This is him right here. I already called and told him. Because I had,
Did it get to a point where it became physical, or?
Well, Lil Mike pushed him and stuff. His dad pushed him and stuff. Okay. And Lil Mike know he's not supposed to be doing that.
So from what we're understanding is that it was a little bit more than just pushing.
I mean,
listen, I'm not trying, Miss LaRonda. I've known you a long time, and
I've known you even longer.
Listen, like I said, it probably was, but
why do you know them so long?
My back was turned.
I already told him you tried breaking it up.
But when I did turn around,
When you let me ask you this before you answer that. When you tried to break it up, did Lomax Senior push you out of the way?
He said, "Nah, LaRonda." And
that's what I'm saying. So he got you out of the way.
He didn't push me. He said, "Nah,
he just
LaRonda."
Kind of gave you the
and I said no. Mike Jr. ain't got no business coming telling them nothing. Number one, number two, he's not gonna be there because I got an 8-year-old in the house.
Lauren, let me stop you just for a second.
Hold on, Mike. It's on speaker. Hold on.
Okay. He does have a right to, if he felt that he was harmed, hurt, or endangered, to tell an adult.
Well,
we can agree on that. Okay. He went to a trusted adult that he trusted.
Hold on, the mic is on speaker.
He went to a trusted adult who he trusted, and he told this adult. Now, under Florida law,
that ain't the way.
Okay, Florida.
Hold on, let me finish, baby.
I know, Mama.
Under Florida law, if a student divulges any type of violence, anything, a teacher is required. They're called mandatory reporters.
Right.
Yeah.
The teacher has to notify law enforcement about what happened.
Yeah.
So Junior went to somebody he could trust and told him what happened. That's how we got involved.
Yes.
Yeah.
So once they get that, they say, "Hey, this is what happened," and then it gets turned over to us, and we have to do our due diligence and make sure that
it's not like he came running to us.
Yeah, you on speaker,
Hey, man.
John and Austin,
Hey, man.
I got to go get our 8-year-old.
I'm all right, Lomax. What happened Friday at the house? So what were you arguing over?
Because he came home with makeup on his face.
Okay. Did you guys get into a shoving match?
Man, we ain't get into no shoving match.
Hold on. Let me talk to him. So no hands were put on each other?
That man want to do what he want to do. And I told him, you ain't grown. You talking back and everything. You ain't grown.
But no matter what, if you're a child, you're not supposed to mouth back out at your kids. I mean, at your parents.
Oh, so he started getting a little spicy.
Listen to us till you get old enough to the point where you can do stuff what you want to do on your own.
Yeah, the thing is, guys, I mean, corporal punishment specifically is not something that's illegal. Like, unless you go overboard with it. Let's say, I mean, the cops can come after being told that you gave your kid a spanking. Let's say, and basically nothing happens. At least in Georgia, right? Not large scale. Just do not leave bruises type of scenario, at least, right? But I'm guessing Florida is like slightly different here. But I understand the concept of like a mandatory reporter. I do think that they absolutely need to exist, specifically in some of the kids, households that they're encountering, guys. Absolutely. But all right.
He's lying.
And I have an 8-year-old, and none of that is going on in my house.
Yes, ma'am. He's lying, bro.
She'll call you back in a minute.
So, that's why we called you in here. We're just trying to figure out what's going on. Because you know what they say, right? They got what he said, what she said, and somewhere in the middle there's got to be some truth to it.
At any point did Lomax Jr. show you his lip?
He did say, yep, his lip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, I fully believe the father put hands on him brutally.
He did, yeah.
I believe that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It kind of puts us in a spot.
So would it be safe to say that when your back was turned, or you weren't paying it, or you were maybe messing with the 8-year-old, I don't know, that there could be a possibility that a smack or a punch could have happened to his lip?
I don't even know, because I didn't even hear
After
it.
he showed it to you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
After he
afterwards.
showed me, yeah.
Right.
Because I didn't even hear it.
Because
If
he couldn't do
did,
it. He couldn't do that himself that quick.
If he did
Right.
hit him, I didn't even
Right.
hear that. You know, like,
Right.
I guess I'm out to try I flag little homeschool him, because he's not doing that.
Yeah,
When he get old enough, he
hold
can
on.
make his own decision.
Okay, guys, what's interesting about this statement is that seems to be the trend that's happening, guys, right? Like, so for example, in terms of my kids and the majority of the middle school and like high school kids in my family, they've basically all been pulled out of school. For the most part, like my daughter just graduated middle school. She's not going to high school. My eldest son is out of school now. And so like, yeah, the majority of the kids in my family are not in any type of public school. I think 2 of them are in a very selective private school, right? And it's just to basically get rid of the thing, all of the other social stuff that seems to pop up in these public schools, guys, right? But yeah, homeschooling, I guess, for the win. I guess in this context here, it definitely seems like again, it's definitely a serious trend that's happening recently. Let's do it.
If he chooses to do that,
That's your choice.
that's not
But
going to be around.
I'm just saying, working here in the schools for a while,
I
that's
understand.
probably going to be low.
And that's
on
why
the
I didn't come
priority
in this morning,
list.
because I said it myself.
Yeah, I mean,
That y'all got too much going on, and
Right.
probably ain't gonna be focused on
Right.
that.
Yeah. All right, y'all take off.
Okay, I gotta grab Lamar Gianni. He might.
You let us know, okay? All right.
Even if you just want to shoot the shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know where my office is, right? Behind the school store.
And I'll make sure
Yeah, have a
we
good
might get out.
Yeah.
That he give y'all a call.
Thanks, Mama.
Thanks, y'all.
We appreciate you.
The deputies gathered enough evidence to warrant charges against the man and proceeded to his home to make the arrest.
He might not be home or he's inside. He doesn't want to come out.
Sheriff's office, man. Hey, come out. Come outside, talk to us, please.
Is Lomac here? No. No? He's not in here? No. Oh, we're good. You know what time he's gonna be home? He's in Benel. You know where Benel? You know where he works at? Marathon of Benel? That's where he works, or that's where he's at right now?
That's where he's at right now.
Okay. Did she just call him or something?
Yeah, my sister just called her just to make sure where she was at.
Is he coming back this way, or what's he doing? Is he gonna stay down there?
Is y'all want to ask her?
Yeah, this is probably like one of the
Or is
first
he coming back home?
2-part
Y'all come back home.
videos you guys have sent me.
He's with your mom? So they're just gonna hang out at the Marathon in Benel. And they have no idea when they're coming back. No? Okay. Well, if they come home, have them call the sheriff's office because we have to talk to them. All right?
Deputies arrived at the reported location and successfully located the man.
Okay.
My son, lying, man. If I would have hit him, man, his whole jaw paw would have been broke, man.
I know.
He just,
That's a big man.
he's just mad because he can't do nothing in the house because
Nah, I believe him. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I like knowing the community. I know factually you did this, bro. I'm sorry. Right? This is not even one of these alleged moments here, bro. I truthfully believe you did this. Oh, yeah.
He's very disrespectful to her and my kids, you know what I'm saying? And I come in there and tell him, I'm not doing no more. I talk to him. I yelled at him a little bit, though. And until I like I was mad. But he just lying, man. He listen to his friends. He's lying, man.
We don't know exactly what happened or what. We don't even know who shooting talked to. Girlfriend.
Landon Austin.
This is
And
mom.
they told me to call.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
So,
so
I'm
that's-
the one who
that-
called for y'all, so you
Okay.
could talk.
Okay.
But
If I would've hit that dude, man, I would've broken his mouth.
I
would've
know.
broken his jaw, man.
But like I said, it's not our investigation. We were just asked to come and speak with you, okay? We do have a charging affidavit for you, all right? That's from tuning, from his investigation, all right, man? So you do have to come with us for that.
So I got a warrant.
Warrant? No, it's a charging affidavit. So whatever. I know. I'm saying whatever tuning's investigation yielded were charges for that incident. That we don't know, like we didn't
charging for?
we didn't do that investigation.
What do you think?
So, I not trafficking. No. I believe it was child abuse and domestic battery. So, like I said, that's totally not our investigation. We don't know. If you want to do a sworn statement on your own behalf, you can do that. You know. So, it's
Like at what point was it escalated to that charge, right? I mean, again, I don't know the Florida law. I don't know exactly, but I'm guessing it's something to do with his face, or it could be the fact that he's now entering into a very protected class potentially, and because he was, let's say, assaulted due to him being a part of this protected class, this is the reason why it was escalated. Maybe, guys, I'm trying to put this together here.
That's a shame. And then they just going by what he said.
again, it's not. We didn't speak to anybody involved. We were just asked to come locate you. You know what I'm saying?
I got a bond.
Yeah, because we just come.
On the DV by strangulation, I don't think there's a bond for tonight.
Strangulation.
Again, I don't know. We didn't do that investigation of it. So child abuse, I don't know if there's a bond for that one either. Obviously, they'll. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Aren't you out on bond right now?
Yo, I'm out on bond already.
Oh, now I doubly believe it, bro.
So
2 years ago, man. I've been working, dog. I got a good job and everything. I don't do none of that shit,
I
bro.
feel you. So I mean, you smoke a cigarette? Do you want a cigarette or something, or we'll work with you, but we. So, like I said, if you want to talk to, if you want to talk to tuning, either not right now, obviously, but daytime hours or via cell phone, phone from the jail or whatnot, and give him your side. He said, I don't know. He said he tried to call you, I guess, and it didn't. Deputy tuning.
Ain't nobody try to call.
No, I called. I just called.
Yeah.
I got the double cuffing, bro.
So, I don't got no bond.
Call my phone.
No, and I think if you're already out on bond, they're going to revoke that one.
Yeah.
That is so messed up. And then off of what? They don't even know what is true or not.
I mean, listen, bro. Like again, you generally don't go up against protected classes.
Like I said, he did the investigation. This was not.
Have to learn that, guys.
So I can't attest to any injuries or any. I have no idea.
Like you're never gonna win against that.
We'll give you more details. We appreciate it. Like, I'm sorry it had to go down like this. Do you have the charging affidavit right here?
It's in the passenger seat.
Can I grab it?
See it?
Yeah. All right,
Alpha 215.
So, battery by strangulation and child abuse without great bodily harm. All right.
The man was charged with child abuse and felony battery by strangulation.
Okay.
A no-contact order was issued the day after the incident.
Figured that.
He pleaded not guilty to the charges, but was later sentenced to 1 year in jail on unrelated offenses.
Okay.
Share your...
All right, guys. Oh, that's a heavy. All right, so guys, I don't like messing with don't mess with the kids, guys. Right? Like I get it. Like listen, you raised your son. You thought your son was going to be something other than he basically decided to be right. I get that, right? And that is in itself something that could be incredibly gut wrenching to men in general. I would think, guys, right? Listen, but that does not mean that you don't understand like the social climate you're in, the year you're in. You don't understand nothing, bro. Are you serious? Like you have to understand the game. Like once you realize that was happening, and if you were coming and that's what was going on in your household, bro. Like if once you realize that, you should have kind of just kind of slightly pivoted. Like whatever the rage you felt in your mind, you have to understand this is your kid. Your kid has decided to basically enter into a protected class of Americans. And there's nothing that you could do. There's nothing that you would do. There's no sense of like hood bravado that's going to get you out of this scenario. You basically will never win at all against whatever you think you're going to do. Like you're going to lose at all times. So okay, this is your kid. You're going to have to find a way to deal with your child, specifically if you're coming from that overall mindset that he is, right? I'm just trying to step into his mind and kind of understand, what he's actually was thinking. But I think that I just basically defined it. I think that's what he was thinking. Period. That's what it was, right? But coming from my specific standpoint, bro, like it is what it is. Like understand your kid's going to public school. What do you really expect? From the culture that's basically proliferated in from the teachers generally in public schools and public universities, guys. What are you expecting here? Nothing, right? Like what comes from this. So it's kind of like a lottery, for the most part, is what it seems to be, at least. They're looking at it from the outside here. Again, I don't. My kids are no longer in public schools, guys. But I get it, bro. I hear you. I hear what you're saying, but don't put your hands on your kid because of over such a trivial, like literally a trivial thing. There are bigger issues on the planet than what somebody is attempting to present themselves as, guys. Right? There are bigger issues. When I say that this is the least relevant thing on the planet, it's the least relevant thing on the planet. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I've never walked up to someone and treated them differently because of who they are sleeping with, bro. I don't care. It doesn't. When I say I don't care, like, I mean, I don't care. Right? I truthfully don't care. It doesn't matter to me. It is the least relevant thing on the planet. That's why when people start trying to make it seem like it's a bigger issue than literally nothing, it's like, what's going on here, guys? Are you trying to push something? Because it doesn't matter, bro. Right? The least important issue in our modern day history is who you are trying to sleep in a bed with, bro. Okay, while other countries are blowing past us, we're worrying about the most irrelevant things on this planet. Guys, other countries are blowing past us. But either way, let's keep worrying about that. But listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Let me know in the comments the next thing I should be checking out, and I will get into that as soon as I possibly can, right? In the meantime, I'll catch you guys later.